So in this video we are going to give you a quick overview on designing labels in Brady Labelmark software. This is Labelmark version 6. If it's the first time you've used Labelmark since you've installed it, you do need to set a couple of settings up here in settings, which is this little cog icon here. So yeah, first time you've installed it, just make sure that your current printer that you're going to print to, the label printer, is selected as the default printer in Labelmark. So we're going to print to the BBP11. And another important setting is just to make sure that the default label mode is set to graphics mode. This just allows you to drag and drop objects around on the label when you're designing labels. If you haven't made any changes in here, you need to click the save icon there to make sure that it remembers your settings that you've set. Close down the options, back to the launcher screen. If you are using a smart printer, which is one of these types of models, the BMP71 or the BBP33 or the IP300 is another smart printer. You can pick up the currently installed label dimensions from the printer in this area here. We're going to create a new label from scratch, so we click create, new label. Put in the first part of the Brady reference, so THT-17. If you're using Brady labels, there should be an identification label on them, so that you punch in the first bit of that data. This gives you anything that's close, so we select the THT-17, create. That should give us a blank label, which it has. So this is our label that we're going to design on here. We're going to create a fairly typical label here with a logo plus a bit of text plus a sequence barcode. You use these different tools here for putting things onto the label. Put an image or a logo onto the label, you click image, drag a box out, logo, pick up our company logo. This shows you here the different file types that you can pull in. Just telling me it's a large file. The logo is quite a large copy of our logo. Quality, fine, just accept that. Drag everything around on the label, put it where we want it to be. We can make it bigger or smaller. Usual Windows stuff. To put some text on the label, we click the text tool, click down on the label, and asset number, or serial number, whatever you want in there. Once you've entered the text, if you come back up here and click on the select tool, it drops your text down. Take that, and over here you've got label and object properties. So we're able to apply bold, italic, underline, change the font size. Now text there. This is the first label. It only puts the text that we created down on the first label. So what we need to do is do what we call a command multiplier. If we want the same text on multiple labels, which we do in this case, we do edit, command multiplier. We want to add the label contents to starting at the second label, number of times. I'm going to create 2,000 labels here in our sequence, so I'm going to create it as 2,000 number of times to repeat. Okay. Now see that it has copied everything we've got on our labels down to all of the labels. So we've now got the text on all of our labels and the logo on all of our labels. We then want to create a barcode. Now if we just wanted one barcode, we'd do it there, but we want to create a sequence, so we do insert serialized data, start point, so we could start at 1001. That labels 2002. Create it as text, or we can create it as barcode. There's different barcode formats. So Labelmark 6 has had the QR barcode. That's the square barcode that you'd scan with a mobile phone. That's been added into Labelmark 6, but we're just going to use code 39. Down here it's showing you what you're creating based upon what you've punched into the different fields. We can add a prefix, so we could type AB as an example. So we're now going to get AB 1001, AB 1002. Quite happy with all of that. I click finish. Just drops the barcode down, but we can then move it on the label, resize the barcode, change the font size, and we can make it bold. That's it. That's our label. So we hit print to print our labels. When we get this window up here, we're able to either print all labels, or we can select to print a range of labels. Select a range of labels, that allows us, rather than print all 2000 labels in a sequence, to say, right, give me 1 to 100 as an example. Make sure it's printing to the correct printer up here, so we're printing to the Brady BBP11. That's all alright. So we can tell it to print, and that's it. It's as straightforward as that. If you need any further assistance, or if you need any consumables for your printer, or need advice on purchasing a printer that uses the Labelmark software, our contact details are coming up now. Thanks for watching.